My name is Ramsey Sanchez, and I'm so glad you're here today because I'm going to tell you how you can connect your Xbox controller to the iPad. Well, I got to let you know something. I have two controllers here, and only one of them are going to be able to work with the iPad. So there's only going to be one. There's always one. So let's get right into it. I think that for the most part, you might want to check if your controller works with the iPad first. So that's probably what I should show you first. Unfortunately, you might have a controller that doesn't work because that's what happened to me. I bought this controller a while ago. It was with the Halo Chief Master Chief Edition for the Xbox, and unfortunately, my controller didn't work. So I got in contact with a friend, and I got this controller off of him, and this one works, and this one doesn't work. So basically, just to kind of tell, they look the same, right? But these controllers right here have this black bezel thing, I guess you would call it, and the emblem, the Xbox emblem, is within that black bezel. So these controllers are the ones that do not work. Sorry about that. So sorry. Unfortunately, they don't work. I don't know why. It's something with the hardware. However, the newer Xbox controllers, they have these kind of setups right here. And basically, if this was a white controller, the emblem would be not. It would be around. It's in a notch, but it doesn't have a bezel around it. So basically, these controllers are the ones that work. As you can see, it has a notch just like this one, but it doesn't have that black bezel around there. And it's gonna be the one that works with the iPad. So basically, throw that one away. No, just kidding. Keep that controller. But you're going to have to buy a controller like this. If you have one already, great. That's awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and set up the Bluetooth option for this. It's really easy. You turn on the Xbox controller, and in fact, there it is. It popped right up. It says, hey, Bluetooth pairing request. We want to connect your Xbox controller to the iPad. So it's going to do it again. Boom. You just click it right there. There's also another option where if you click this button right here on the top, it's not this button, but this one right up here. It's very hard to see. It's subtle. You click that button and you hold on to it, and it's going to start doing the pairing option. Well, it's already paired, so it should connect right away. And I hope it doesn't affect anything, but it says it's connected. So we're already in the ball game. We're good. We're ready to go. So the next thing you're probably wondering, okay, so what does it do? Well, you're not going to be able to do the same functionalities as you do with your Xbox. You only have options to play games with the controller. You can't control the iPad with the controller. So right now, I can't move or do anything that makes the iPad go anywhere. It's not. It's staying there, and it's probably a good thing. But we don't know. So I just want to talk about some of the pros and cons real quick before we get into how this works, because it works amazingly. It's so smooth. It's so mechanical when you're playing the game. It's almost like I'm playing on the Xbox. The only issues again is, and don't throw this away. Don't throw the idea of using this away because of connection issues. It's really probably not going to be a connection issue with the controller and the iPad, but maybe the Wi-Fi in the game or your cellular data with the game. That's probably going to be the reason why you might sense some latency or something lag with the controller. And then I haven't personally dealt with anything yet. So I say for sure it's probably working 99% of the time. But, if you disconnect, maybe there's some issues, maybe not. I don't think so. So, again, the pros and cons, I don't really see any pros and cons diagram for this kind of thing, because there's a lot of pros. I mean, you can play games with this. You can't control the interface of the iPad, so you can't go within apps or anything like that. I'm sure someday they'll come out with something like that. There's going to be the xCloud, where you can download games to your cloud gaming streaming device with your Xbox and then play on your iPad one day, or your iPhone. So that's something you may consider. Other things, well, there isn't a whole lot of cons. Like I said, it's really just simple as connecting your controller. So I want to show you how you can start gaming with the controller And it's really simple. I mean, most of the apps are probably going to be like this. They're going to sense that the controller is connected to the iPad, and they're going to go ahead and start letting you game right away. However, as you can see right now, I'm not going to be able to control the game with the controller just yet. When I'm in the actual gameplay, I will be, but like for right now, I can't exit or press go with the A button. I can't move or do anything. That's not an issue. I mean, this is a touchscreen device. It's meant to be moved around with your hands, and you just gonna have to do some things manually with your hands. So let's go ahead and just get into multiplayer so I can show you how well this works with the iPad. It's very good. It's very smooth. And the other thing is, like right here, I can actually probably control the app with the controller right here if I hit B, because it's telling me that it will let me hit B. So let's say I hit that real quick. Boom. Well, actually it put me in the game. So I'll show you afterwards why you're able to just connect right away. So let's go ahead and move this iPad right over here. That way you can see the game a little bit. There's some glare from a light. So I'm going to move the app right here and the controller here so you can kind of see what I'm going to be doing here. So we're waiting for one more player. Okay. I can talk about the game real quick. The competitiveness on this game isn't a whole lot. The competition isn't really high. I mean, you're playing with noobs for the most part. I was able to connect the controller right there. I just pressed A, and it got rid of the options right there. So that's a good sign that the controller is working. So let's start playing. I'm going to be kind of an awkward position, but you're going to be able to see right here the workings with the controller, and I just ran into a wall. All right. Just got a couple kills there. You know, Call of Duty is just this game mode. You're just kind of running and making sure you don't die, and if you do die, you respawn and you play again. There, you got me. So I don't know if you got to see it that well, so I'm going to go ahead and move it right here again. There's going to be some glare, and I'm going to move the controller here so you can see me move. So you can spin around with this, you can crouch, you can go prone. That is pretty smooth. Like that's accurate, like to the Xbox. It might be a little bit different, but again, what can you say? It's a mobile game app. And I'm sure once the xCloud comes out, it's going to be pretty amazing. In fact, I'm probably better than most of these people just because I have the controller, so that makes my gaming experience so much better. And if I was really paying attention to this game, I could probably do some real damage on this game. You can see that this person might be actually using the iPad or their iPhone to game, which to some people that's the future. You know, that's the way people are going to start gaming now, is using touchscreens, but I really want to start using controllers more than anything with my iPad. I wish this came out several years ago. It would be so much fun. So far I haven't had too many issues. I'm able to swap between guns and weapons. As you can see, the competition isn't very high. Look, I can drop shot pretty easily. There isn't a lot of problems there. I can go ahead and switch again. Was able to do that. So I feel like I have an unfair advantage with the controller, but that's what this is all about. You got to have cool games like this. When you have cool games and you have the option to use the controller, that's all right. So I'm definitely in their hideout. I don't know why the game is letting me stay back here and they're still spawning here. There's obviously some issues with the game. Oh, they finally got me. Okay. That's probably unfair that you get to use the controller. You know, why let them do this? Why does Apple let you use the controller with a game that's made for mobile? I don't know. It's fun though. And I'm sure there's a lot of people using controllers. I just use the controller. I plan on using the controller a lot. And I think you should too. I don't think you should allow yourself to be in silos with these companies and these options. You know, let's integrate these things and let's have fun and let's play. Because Xbox is going to be allowing you to game from the cloud to the iPad, and this is amazing technology. So this is the stuff I'm really into. I love gaming. I love all sorts of things, and I'm going to get more into this content. I hope to test more games with this Xbox controller. If you are interested in that, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and then leave a comment and a question down below. I want to hear about maybe some games you're using with the controller. That way I can test it out or just have some fun, because I do plan on using this a lot because I like to kind of just stay away from my Xbox and I want to play a little bit more inside. I got other priorities, and so this is a really good option for you. If you have an iPad already, or if you have an iPhone already and you have a controller already, you don't even have to buy anything. I will probably have some links down below with these items, like the controller, the iPad, just so you can get set up, and maybe a link to articles and some other links to maybe some groups or something like that that will help me get more answers and questions about these kind of integrations. So again, I enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed doing this, watching this video. I really did. And I am doing this live, so I am so sorry about all the mistakes and the ums and the flaws, but this is sort of how I'm going to be making my YouTube content. So if you enjoyed this, again, I invite you to come watch some more videos and to subscribe to my channel, because this is something I would like to do a lot more often. So I hope you have a wonderful year in 2020, and take care. Thank you. Bye.